Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we finished another scenario, and I apologize in advance if I end up coughing a lot during this thing. I don't know, I think I caught something again. This has not been very fun couple of months. Anyway, moving on to a new scenario by someone else. Only did one scenario. This person is named Vox. Let's see if we can find out what is a defiant land, chosen by the Empire to secure the Lena Valley and investigate a reptilian uprising. Lena Valley, fertile and rich in natural resources, was recently discovered by the Empire. Naturally, they immediately set up a colony to exploit those resources for the glory of the Empress. At first, all seemed peaceful and idyllic. Occasional sightings of large reptiles were ignored or dismissed as fantasy. Until the attack started. Scattered throughout the valley with no discernible pattern, the attacks targeted individuals in small groups, leaving no survivors and no witnesses. They've been going on for weeks, and the local Empire forces seem unable to track down the source. That's where you come in. You saw the posting on a job board in Millstone and jumped at the chance for some easy income. Dealing with monsters is what adventurers do, after all. After getting lost once or twice on the way, you finally make it through the pass to Lena Valley. Excellent. We're in Fort Brighton. You stare through the gate at the land beyond. The beauty of this valley is belied by its problems. You could easily decide to leave. No, still more to do. Alright. You've arrived at Fort Brighton. The job posting noted that Commander Reynold would be able to direct you from here. Of course. This must be where they corral livestock when settlers and caravans come through. The pen is empty at the moment. And their farm is not in good shape, just looking at it. Nothing in there, really. Ooh. Things we could use. Or maybe not. Nobody needs any gloves, you don't need first aid kits. Ooh, potions though, those we can take. Ale. Wine. Nothing. Okay. Well, we got something out of that. I wonder if the solar... Oop, better cloak, better cloak. Right. Soldiers have anything to say? You try to converse with the guard, but he shakes his head and ignores you. He is strictly ordered to not get distracted whilst on duty. Which makes sense. You approach the gate control, but the nearby guard steps in front of you and palms you away. They clearly don't want you to touch it. Righto, leaving alone. Just a little more uncovered. You tell the guards why you're here. The shorter one looks you over and nods. Through here, first door on your right. He goes back to staring straight ahead. Oh, perfect. Commander Reynold hunches over his desk, shuffling through a huge pile of paperwork. He looks to be in his late 50s, grizzled but still fit. Yes, what is it? You seem stressed. He stares at you. I see. Do you have any other helpful observations? Look, I'm busy here. Do me a favor and state your business. His glower implies that he's short of patience. I'm here about a job posting. Oh, that. He seems about to say something else, but thinks better of it. Right, you want to go south from here until you get to Campania. See Mayor Frey when you get there. He turns back to his work and seems quite prepared to ignore you until you leave. Why are you so busy? This fort controls the only pass into Lena Valley. Trade goods go in and out, settlers arrive looking for work or homesteads, and I have to keep track of everything. While at the same time keeping the people safe. His expression turns a little grimmer at that. Anyway, there's a lull in traffic at the moment, but somehow there never seems to be a lull in paperwork. Funny that. Can I get supplies? Big shot adventurers don't come with their own gear. Yeah, they had me put some stuff aside for you. Down the hall, last door on the right, nothing but the best. Probably just gonna sell it all anyway. Clearly he's had dealings with adventurers before. What can you tell me about the attacks? He sighs, leans back in his chair, and scratches his bristling chin. Alright, I don't have a lot of first-hand information. I'm just working from reports here. I can tell you that they started about 6 weeks back. And as far as I know, nobody's gotten a good look at the attackers. Nobody alive, anyway. What else do you want to know? Is it Slips? Some say yes, some say no. Rumors go around faster than quick gas on Scribane around here. Some people are even saying they saw Drake. I guess it's not impossible, but I can't imagine one skulking in the brushes. Quick gas on Scribane. I like that. How many attacks have there been? To my knowledge, 15 separate incidents scattered throughout the valley. There may be others that haven't been reported yet. That's why I don't think it's Slips. They don't even live on the surface, not in great numbers anyway. Why keep attacking us if we're not bothering them? They're too smart to just attack at random for no reason. Or so I hear. How many fatalities? All of them. So far, 6 military personnel and 19 civilians missing or killed. Again, that might be out of date by now. I haven't lost anyone from this fort, and I don't plan to. What has the military been doing about the problem up to now? He narrows his eyes at you. We do what we can with the resources we have. We guard all caravans in and out. Large groups don't get attacked, so we're careful to send patrols no smaller than 8 men at a time. Which means that sometimes we don't have enough men to send out patrols at all. Like now. My troops are still resting from their last trip. I'll keep them here until we get enough merchants or settlers to make a trip south worthwhile. Gotta keep the commerce flowing, eh? You mean protect vital supply lines? Yeah, actually. So you're saying we're on our own? Well, you wouldn't be here if you couldn't handle yourself, right? I'm sure you'll have no trouble. Tell me about Lena Valley. Well, it's pretty, I can't deny that. The soil is good, and there's a very productive mine at Emerald to the southeast. The main town is Campania, south of here on the lake. There's a couple other little hamlets, too. How is it possible that this valley was only recently discovered? No idea, sorry. Someone else might be able to tell you. Alright then. Can't investigate that book. Unfortunate. Yoink. Alright. Ah, the kitchen. The workers here are very busy. You exchange a few pleasantries, but don't learn anything useful. Ooh. There's a lot of stuff in here. Not gonna bother with the nice fur. That I'll take, though. That could be sold. Iron longsword, nah. Nothing. Ooh, iron helmet and gauntlets. Oh, we've got plenty of iron helmets, and it's not that valuable. Gauntlets, though. Block 1 to 3. Sure, Bonnie can wear it. And iron arrows and an ash bow. Fine. Can't touch the gate controls. Commander Reynold has allocated this room for you. Whenever you are tired, you are welcome to come back to this room and rest. Well, I don't need to rest now, but it's good to know. Thank you. Oh, someone in here. This young man looks up at you and politely says, "How can I help you?" What are you doing here? I've just arrived. My family moved to this valley a few months ago. I'm simply coming to join them. They came here to find a new home and new work. We used to live in Daria Valley to the east. That was too dangerous, though, so we decided to move on. Reynold is letting me stay here until the next patrol goes south. Safer to travel in numbers, they say. Haven't you heard about the recent attacks? Yes, I have, but they don't sound too bad compared to what we put up with back home. You seem like a keen adventurer. Maybe you should go visit Daria Valley sometime. What does your family do? They work the land, but occasionally my uncle and brothers will help me if I have a large caravan. Who knows, I might end up joining them and becoming a farmer. Hey, you could travel with us. Yeah, I think I'll just wait for the regular patrol or a big caravan. No offense. The Empire is notorious for requiring records of its records in triplicate. This must be where all that paper ends up. I doubt there's going to be anything on any of these. Excuse me. And the answer is there is. As is suspected, the shells contain nothing but day-to-day records of trade, immigration, payroll, and so on. It's astonishing how much paper can accumulate in such a short time. It would take months to sift through it all. There's nothing here for you. Well, we found a slow scroll at least. Oh, here's lots of loot. Oh, wow. More gauntlets. You can wear those. We've also got steel-studded armor and 4 chainmail, which we can sell, I think. More iron arrows. An iron large shield. You know what, yeah. Bronze iron longsword. And iron bolts. Okay. Well, not much we can sell, but we got some stuff. Not going to be able to take any of this stuff. Alright. Aha! Contraband storage. Hold for Inspector General. Ooh. Assassin's dagger. Magic lockpicks. Not getting anything from the poison elixir. Gold coins. An unidentified necklace. A wand of fire. Gremlin wine. Sellable. And an unshackling crystal. Now that's some nice stuff here. No idea what the necklace is, but 5 to 25 for the Assassin's Dagger. Definitely good. I'm giving that to Fox. Which means this sword will go to Sheik, this sword will go to Bonnie, and the Iron Longsword we're not even going to hold on to. Alright. Heh, I figured there would be something there. And we're out. Alright, let us begin our explorations. You step out of the fort and immediately take in the beauty of the valley. The land is rich and verdant. The plants look vibrant and alive. No wonder the Empire wants this valley so badly. Yes, and I see something guarding the bridge. You notice a large group of lizards ahead. Looks like you may need to fight through them if you want to cross that bridge. Which appears to be the only way we can go. So, to war! 8 giant lizards. Easy. Crossing the bridge, you catch a glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye. A flash of green in the water? But it's gone. You're struck by a feeling of being watched. Suddenly, the beauty of the valley is slightly marred by your feelings of unease. The town's to the south, but I guess we can uncover all of this map area. Excuse me again. Like I said, I apologize for the, coughing and the like. Really bad feeling here. Wish I didn't have it. Alright, and this must be the town. From here you can see that Campania is a large, stone-walled city sitting on the bank of a huge lake. Can't help but be a little impressed that the Empire was able to build it in the short time this valley's been settled. A little, I guess. Oh, we've got 15 minutes. We can at least start. Alright, let's go around. You marvel at how well built the city is. It's in a new colony, you wouldn't expect much, but you have to admit it's impressive. Solid stone construction with a large 2-story plaza commanding the center of the town. Not bad, I suppose. there's the way out. The city has 2 large, sturdy piers, but there doesn't seem to be much activity here. Perhaps there isn't much water traffic yet. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Oh, these must be where the, well, maybe not the shops, but it is obviously preparation for when they do end up getting ships running around. Well, not running around, but you know what I mean. Excuse me again. Obviously, the center plaza is going to be the last place we'll investigate. Alright. Let's start with the west here. You are surprised to find what appears to be a school of magic. The Empire is usually very strict about who has access to such dangerous knowledge. Perhaps you can learn something. This young mage hurries about his tasks. He doesn't have time to talk. Of course. This mage is dressed in heavy brocade robes that sweep the floor. His age is hard to judge, but he moves with dignity and self-assurance. With a quiet but resonant voice, he greets you. Welcome, adventurers. Your mission is known to me. I am Head Mage Demetrius. How may I assist you in your task? Is this a school of magic? Indeed. As I am sure you are aware, the Empire strictly controls such institutions. It was honored to be asked to establish a school in this young colony. It is not a responsibility to be taken lightly. Does that mean you won't teach me any spells? For the first time, he looks a little perturbed. Well, ordinarily... He glances around and draws you from away from his apprentice. Speaking even more quietly than usual, he goes on. As it happens, you may be able to help me with a small difficulty. You see, I was expecting a delivery of a certain package several weeks ago. Unfortunately, the courier never arrived. I suspect that he was killed en route, but his body was not found. Nor was my package. Never mind what is in it. It is merely documents of a personal nature. If you were by chance able to recover the package intact, I could perhaps justify bending the rules slightly in your favor. Direction would just be assistance, but sure. Can you identify my items? Yes! Is that all? Of course I can. Show me what you have. I can tell you what it is for a double. Crystal Charm. Petrification protection. Do you know anything about the recent attacks? Little enough. You would likely learn more from Dervish Scott, the mayor's military advisor. There is one thing. One thing? Yes, I sent several apprentices on an expedition around the valley a few weeks ago. When they returned, they said they had found a cave which was concealed by an enormous magical illusion. Fortunately, they were under orders not to explore caves without permission, so they returned. But of course now it is far too dangerous to send students out into the valley. Who or what could have created that illusion? There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people and creatures who could perform such a simple magical task. In fact, it sounded similar to the illusion that hid the entrance to this valley for so many years. The real question is, why was it there? Wait, what? Ah, yes. Surely you wondered how this valley had remained hidden until recently. The past was so cunningly concealed that it went unnoticed for generations, until a team of cartographer mages happened to scry it. It seems likely that the same entity is responsible for both illusions. Whether that entity still exists is anyone's guess. Where was the cave? They said it was in the northeastern region of the valley. Be careful, evidently someone or something very much wishes not to be found. Do you have any useful advice? If I were you, I would find that cave and investigate it. Theorizing is all very well, but some questions can only be answered by searching. I see. Well, does this quest have any more information? No, just find the missing personal papers. Let's check this side first. There's an apprentice mage. Oh! You flip through a couple pages of this tome. It describes in detail the ways and means of casting a type of lightning spell. You pay close attention and memorize the text. Lightning spray at skill 3. That was completely accidental, but I will gladly take it. Oh. I guess it's a summoning room or something. To practice summoning. Obviously, it doesn't always go well. Ah, here's the outside. Can't get close to that. Excuse me again. Again, can't get close. And this looks like a barracks kitchen. Kitchen barracks, whatever. You know what I mean. Alright. Soldiers won't die. Down here. This looks like a big old barracks again. Around. Nothing special there. Ooh. We got stuff we can sell in here. Iron chainmail, I think. Yeah, that can be sold. Oh, well, I don't really need the iron studded armor. Poor studded armor, that we don't need. And there appears to be a bow back here. A U-bow! And steel arrows! Well, you've got a U-bow. You don't. You will use the U-bow. Alright, nice. Now, what have we got over here? Probably more mundane storage, I'm guessing. Oh, no, more stuff. Including the better cloak! Steal it! Also, iron chainmail, a steel short sword, which we can sell. Alright, here's the better cloak. Alright. Ah, someone in here. Seth sits in his chair sorting through odd bits and ends. Mostly looks like jewelry and trinkets. He looks up at you. Hello, welcome to my shop. What would you like? Your shop? He nods. It isn't very official, but I sell valuable pieces of jewelry and charms for passing adventurers like yourself. He waves his hand to reveal a selection of goods. I even sell a few artifacts from time to time. Why is your shop back here? Let's just say some of my wares are not completely legitimate. It's hot goods. Alright, let's trade. Yeah, a lot of jewelry. I don't think we need to buy anything, though, but we do have stuff to sell. I don't think we need a crystal charm. No, I think I'll sell it, actually. And so, okay, there we go. You're always welcome to browse here at my shop. Come back whenever you like. Thank you. Excuse me again. Boots, nothing there. Alright. More storage space. Nothing worth taking in that one. Oop, sorry. Okay. And in here we have what? Someone's private quarters, it looks like. We've already grabbed the superior cloak and everyone, so we're good there. Alright. Someone else's quarters. Huh, who's this? An archer? Welcome to my shop, travelers. This young marksman sits behind a counter mending a pair of crossbow bolts. How can I help you? Do you know anything about the recent attacks? Not really. I do tend to hear things from the guards. I know they're under quite a bit of stress. This valley is too big for the very few soldiers that are here. Other than that, I don't know anything about the attacks. I spend most of my time in my shop. Well, we can get archer stuff. Ooh, drakeskin bracer and drakeskin gloves. Nice. But that's all for now, thank you. And here, the armor merchant. And weapons. Blacksmith. The smith wields a tool in each hand and never ceases to work. Without skipping a beat, he looks at you and says, "Welcome to my smithy. How can I help you?" Do you know anything about the recent attacks? I barely leave this city. I spend almost all my time in this smithy. I'd like to help, but unfortunately I can't. Sorry, friend. And this guy is Vox, which is the name of the creator, so... Here's the creator. He's a blacksmith. Very humble. Nothing we need to buy, though. Excuse me again. Okay, all that leaves is a central area, which appears to have a second floor. Alright, let's start on this side here. Training hall? This young monk jumps and leaps around the room, practicing his martial arts and stances. He stops to take a breath and looks up at you. Hello there, how can I help you? Can you teach me? Quick strike, riposte, and parry. Very interesting. I can buy a little. It's cheap enough. What do you do? He gestures to the training floor. This is where I train. I've been hired to give special training in the guards here in Lena Valley. They need it, that's for sure. Why do they need it? I was partially joking, but judging by the situation, it wouldn't hurt for them to have some extra training. I hear it's getting more dangerous here. What do you know about the recent attacks? I know that I lost some good friends, good soldiers. It's a dangerous job. If you want some more specific help, try talking to one of the mages or priests. They always seem to know what's going on. Right? What about in here? Appears to be a mage. Is it an apprentice? This herbalist has an enormously long beard. Looks as if he might trip over it at any moment. Greetings, adventurers. How can I help you? His voice is booming and jovial. What do you do? I'm the senior apothecary. I oversee every aspect of potion manufacture, from start to finish, and I train up the apprentices. It's a very important job. If you're interested, I can sell a few of my own potions on the side, as long as you don't tell Demetrix. Who is Demetrix? He's the head mage of the school. He works over in the other building. Boring, full of books. I like to get my hands dirty, that's why I'm here. He winks and nudges you again. Can I buy some recipes? Well, generally I don't like to have the competition, as it were, but I'll make a deal with you. You see, it's not safe for my students to go out gathering herbs anymore. In point of fact, they refuse to go, and it's becoming difficult to get supplies in from outside, too. I'm starting to run out of raw materials. Now, somewhere in this valley, there is a patch of Borgia toadstools, a very rare reagent. I know this because a small sample of them was found on the body of one of my students. Yes, very sad, but the real tragedy is that no one knows where he found them. My research indicates that they grow in cool, dank places. If you find and bring some to me, I'll be willing to share some recipes. He gives you a description of the fungus, so you'll recognize it when you see it. Oh, and the body was found on the north side of the valley, if that helps. The surviving students look a little resentful, but say nothing. We can trade. Nothing I want to buy. Do you know much about the recent attacks? He strokes his beard thoughtfully. I know of them, however they seem to be a mystery to everyone here. Isn't that why they hired you to come here? I heard some rumors of a wild hermit apparently living underneath the waterfall. He might have something to do with what's going on, if he exists, that is. I do have my own theories, though. Theories? Yes! There is clearly something peculiar about the attacks. I think most people have ruled out simple mindless lizards, so it must be something more cunning. Go on. I've thought of a few possibilities. Firstly, it could be Slitzerikai. They are very crafty indeed. Or it could be something even more cunning. Like what? Unicorns! You stare at him blankly. He doesn't notice your disbelief and so continues to rant on about how much he hates unicorns. He may not be the best person to ask. Do you have any advice? Don't wear cotton underwear. If you get wet, you might get kidney chill. That is actually pretty good advice. Okay then. And we've got a few potions and reagents here. Balm of Life! That's what that is. That is very useful. More reagents in here. Because we can see outside, I'm not going to take the gray mold. The invulnerability potion, even though that would be incredibly useful. A large, well-appointed temple occupies a large chunk of this plaza's lower level. This priest walks about nonchalantly, humming quietly to himself. Hello, child. What can I do for you? You're a priest? He nods. I have been for all my life. I served at the great Silas Temple in Augsburg. Ah, those were the days. I decided to come to this valley when I was asked by a fellow missionary. Wherever the Empire goes, so must its faith. If you are ever in need of any services, just ask. Can you teach me any spells? Yes. Healing improved. Or blessing improved. You can teach a lot. We need to improve our skills so that we can get Divine Fire and so on, but we still have some good stuff. Bells. Healing 5. Blessing 4. Repel Spirit improve. Healing again. Okay, that can get high. That will be curing. And more blessing. Yeah, I think that works. Don't need anything else right now. Do you know anything about the recent attacks? I have had the sad duty of burying several of my flock. I know few details of the events, but I can sense a strong force within this valley. A strong force? Yes. When I entered this valley, I sensed a strong magical energy emitting from the earth. There is something important about this valley that we do not know. To be honest, I have never felt anything like it. Do you think it could be Slitzer-Kai? Perhaps. I understand they are both crafty and wicked, so anything is possible. I have never heard of them having access to such powerful magic, however. Do you have any advice? Seeing as you are quite capable warriors, I would suggest getting out there and having a look. This valley is full of caves and tunnels. We hardly know where they lead. You may find more than you bargained for if you explore some of those holes. Of course. These elite guards step forward and stop you immediately. You quickly explain who you are and show them your papers. After a moment, they silently nod and wave you through. And we will investigate in the next episode, because this episode has gone on long enough. So this is interesting. I am very curious about what we'll find out. Next episode, we'll go upstairs and hopefully get more about our mission. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Cheek, Body, and Draco. This has been the Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.